Morning, guys. Vegas, baby. Vegas. Coming to the Yamaha Champ School. I did the Champ School last year, the street school, which is just kind of like a MSF3 class. And then I decided, I gotta step it up and practice what I'm preaching. Take a class and learn how to ride fast on the track. So that's what I'm doing here. I spent the coin to do that, which is about, well, if you're renting a bike and renting gear and the motel and everything, I mean, you've got a budget probably around $4 or $5 grand. But I'll tell you what, that's about the same as a 3-day weekend in Vegas is gonna cost you. And instead, you get something out of it. So it was kind of cool. We came here early yesterday and set up. I'm here with my nephew, Anthony. He's riding his Cowie 900. I'm renting a MT-09 Yamaha, so that's kind of cool, something different. And then I'm gonna pan around. Here's the skyline, a little snow still up at Las Vegas. Road course. It's got multiple tracks available. And yesterday we showed up, and then just as we were getting here and I'm figuring out what bike I'm gonna get, 4 Vipers took off, F16s, because the base is right there. Luke's right there. There'll probably be some guys taking off, so they did a nice flyby for me, which is kind of cool. The departure was pretty radical. I don't remember doing that. They took off, stayed low, kept the afterburner in, sucked the gear up at about 100 feet, and then just did a quick 90 left around us, and then a 90 right into that canyon right over there, and a little 4-ship departure. It's kind of badass. So anyway, I'm gonna get all suited up. I gotta rent some gear. I already got my bike, and then just need to gear up, and then we start the day at 7 o'clock, and I'll be filming interesting stuff along the way. Welcome to Yamaha Champ School. All right, get a little morning flyby. F-35's taking off 2-ship, not a 4-ship.
What were those?
Anyway, there'll be a lot more. It's Friday. Maybe the end of a red flag that they're doing, or they're taking off to go home if they're transient jets. So the F-16s that left yesterday were probably blasting out of here to go head home. So most of the guys that are here are on a red flag or green flag, and you're here for 3 weeks for that training. So it's intensive multi-ship packages with air refueling and all the assets and kind of replicating. You know, it's actually a prior to going to war kind of thing. Everybody gets together and fly and fight together, and there's adversaries that are out there trying to take you out, and then you're trying to overcome those. So it's a big, look it up on YouTube. There's a film called Red Flag. That's pretty good, a documentary on it. But that's kind of what they're doing.
The Birdman.
Hey, there's Nick, the man.
All right, riders, let's walk on this way.
All right, Birdman out.
Bottle of water.
All right, that was Nick Guynatch. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry, Nick. He's the hardest last name ever. Anyway, he's the guy who's been in motorcycling all his life. Kind of a legend in the community. Raced in the 80s. I think he's an editor for a lot of motorcycle magazines. Now he runs the Yamaha Champ School. He took over, I think, from Freddie Spencer, who's world champion GP racer for 2 or 3 years. I'm glad he's here.
It's say again? Savannah bananas? Yes, the Savannah bananas.
Oh,
Yeah, isn't it
yeah.
something?
Yeah.
You want that?
I see.
Yeah, it is.
It's
so
like WWE, but baseball.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna start a school, banana school, riding school. Hey, stand over there, students, so you're not looking in the sun. Stand over here. Pictures. Say hi, Max. Max is behind pictures.
Yeah, Mike, definitely don't stand behind him.
He'll also be coaching us through the lens. If he sees something scary, he might come up and say, "Hey, brother, I'm watching this corner." Maybe something we didn't see. So, all right, I think we got everybody. Well, we're gonna start at 8, and with a big hello and welcome. Thanks very much for being here. We really appreciate it. We appreciate it so much that the instructor crew you see here really only has one rule, and you have 5 rules, and we'll just run through them real quick. Be nice to the bikes you rent. If you crash the bikes you rent, you got to pay for the damage, which is very inexpensive with us. We get factory costs, etc. Let's all go in the same direction, and that means, I know, we enter here only and we exit there, and you'll see the exit. It's not that, basically back of that straight. We exit there only. Here's how our school works. It's not like, oh gosh, Norm, you're doing so good. That was really good. Way to go. That was fantastic. That's not how our school works. In fact, Isaiah, give us a coaching tip, and we'll finish his thought.
Hey, let's never sit in the center of the seat during the brake zone.
Or eventually you'll fall down.
Carry the brakes 10 feet longer.
Or eventually you'll fall down.
Get your head out of the center of the seat.
Or eventually you'll fall down. Because this is what happens, everybody. And it may not be today on a perfect day. It'll be that cold tire. It'll be that rain. It'll be that brand new bike with the Brembos where you crash because you have a bad habit. And let us fix that. Just you said, I'm here to learn. I'm going to try this. And Isaiah, it's a little tough because you show up in a place here like this. It might be kind of emotional.
Of lean angle, my bike is straight up and down, just like your car. If you had 0 degrees of steering angle, your steering wheel would be straight. Bike would be going straight, car's going straight. So at 0 points of lean angle, I could have 100 points of available braking, right? I could have 100% or points of braking until this front tire ABS starts to come in, until the rear tire comes off the ground. I could be at maximum braking. So we put a lot of weight and load into this front end. There's no corner in the world that we would release the brake before we tip in. Let's roll the bike forward, and just at a walking pace, just stop the bike, like right about there. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. All right, one more time. Yeah, just stop it there. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Well, actually overloaded the front. You saw the front start to chatter. Right. That's an option. That's a way that we could ride. Right. That's one way to do it.
For a while.
For a little, yeah. For a certain, for an amount of time before you have some issues, right? So he's getting really aggressive, right? Sometimes people believe that we need to get more aggressive in this sport to go quicker. But in this scenario, he never leads it over past 60, so he never really has any issues. Until the speed comes up, or the grips come down, he starts to go 40, 40, 40, and then he's down before he knows it.
There's this idea of acceleration or braking with no mention of neutral throttle, right? We want to work so hard on having our motorcycle steer so well on corner entry that we got to go back to this neutral throttle and just wait for the corner to open up for us. So get back into another circle for us. We'll watch his speed affect this radius, right? Number one place riders are dying are the failure to adjust their speed for the corner that's at hand. Gets back into steady lean angle, one steady throttle position, looking through the corner, eyes up and going, looking back at me. Slow down. All right, radius kind of tightens up some. How'd you like it, Berkey?
I didn't like it at all. I felt like I was kind of out of control. Didn't have any load in the bike anywhere, so bike's not talking to me. Neutral.
Oh yeah, just went for a ride in the minivan. 3 laps around the track at a high rate of speed. See if the brakes have cooled off.
So it's getting our eyes out and then scanning back, building up for that first 5% to get the tire loaded. We load the tire before we work the tire.
Is it okay to bring your eyes back?
Oh yeah.
Good. That's going to help so many of you. Some of you that heard eyes up, eyes up, eyes up. That's all you heard. You're looking at Kansas. You're like, man, I have no idea where I am.
A little lower.
So because your eyes are up too far, too long. So scan them back, please.
Yeah, a little bit of a distance, not so much. If I go to the brakes, let's make sure that you go to the brakes where I go to the brakes, not when I go to the brakes. Right, next thing you know, Berkey will be stopped in the middle of the straightaway. So really getting our eyes up, going, looking through the group. So I got everyone here. If I'm over here, I'm online, the whole group's online. If I'm here and Berkey's or Tino's over there, right?
Tino's right.
He's Moto 2.
Yeah, right. We're gonna, the instructors are gonna put the motorcycle online where it needs to be each and every lap. Yeah, we may be looking in our mirrors. If we see you online doing the stuff that you need to do, you may see, hey, let's get some acceleration going but you're gonna probably see it followed by, let's make sure we're using the brakes. If you see this, what control should you be on? Right? Well, I can't tell you how many times where I'm going slow down and I just see you close the throttle like this and you're getting bigger and bigger in the mirror, right?
Alright. Viper departures. They kind of break left. And then they go into that nook. You're gonna have to ask some buddies. I don't remember ever using that departure. Anyway, we're kind of getting started. We're gonna suit up, go out for a lead follow. A lot of fun on the van ride. The first lap was pretty slow, and then they push it up in those vans pretty good. It was exciting. I didn't realize I should have worn my seatbelt. But anyway, yeah, it was good times already. It's a good group of guys. Everyone's a little bit anxious, I'd say. A little nerves going on. Doing something that I'm not used to or comfortable with. Oh, here comes another bro. Luke, right there. He breaks left, turns left. He's coming. So he's pulling it out of afterburner right about there. All right, guys, well into it today. It's busy. Did a braking drill. Now we're gonna do a ride behind with the pro rider. So you're sitting on the back. That's gonna be kind of scary, but I figure I need to do it. And then we're doing other drills today, and then tomorrow will be a lot more track time. So we'll just do the ride behind video. All right.
All right. Remember, just need to look over my inside shoulder. Use the handle to support yourself under braking and acceleration.
Okay.
Good.
That was awesome, man. Thanks, bro. That was so good.
Alright, this lap we're going to brake 10 feet longer.
Good? You need a cigarette?
Alright. I haven't got the adrenaline going. Wow.
Go with Michael.
You guys are so smooth. So smooth. All the stuff we're trying to learn, he's got to do it for a living. They're like the PhD of motorcycle riders.
Yeah, I got bet.
Right here, Yamaha Champ School. All pros. Awesome.
Do it.
Dude, that was so fucking good.
He fucking pulled a couple wheelies with me on the back.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
They're so smooth, man.
Oh yeah.
They're breaking so deep. It's just incredible.
It's
And
crazy
the
how
acceleration
deep
in between the turns are just massive, and then hard brake.
Like that back straight, dude. Holy shit.
I think I saw a buck 35 or 140.
I wasn't even looking.
Yeah.
I just dude, when he came around here, we stood up.
Really?
I was just like, oh my god.
It was pretty intense. It wasn't scary though. You know, I was happy that I didn't get scared, because I don't like riding on the back of motorcycles, but when you're riding with someone that's so good.
I could feel it. Just the front end just like it starts squirming. He just modulate it.
Yeah. They just play it.
How much braking?
Are we supposed to go out?
I don't know.
Easy. Do we go out?
Yes.
Okay.
This one, I want you braking 10 feet longer. Carry those
Further
brakes.
than I'm used to.
Yes. Not go to the brakes later. Carry them longer.
Oh, into the turn.
Into the corner.
Okay.
Yep. Cold tires, my friend.
right? So this outside leg that's supposed to be holding you, I want you.
Pull this way.
I want you. Whichever's your outside leg, right? If you're going right, this is your outside. If you're going left, this is your outside. Whichever leg, I want you to intentionally pull with that, right? It's weighting the inside peg and pulling with the outside leg. It's this teetering kind of thing.
Yeah, I think I've done that before. I messed with it.
Okay, intentionally pulling with that outside leg.
Perfect lap. Let's bring it on in.
One more.
Yes, sir. We'll meet you in the classroom.
All right. That's a blast, man. I should have done this years ago. Yeah.
All right, at the end of the day, what a great day, man. The jets are flying all over. F-35s, F-22s, F-16s, Hornets. This will be a big flag exercise. And doing lots of drills, a lot of feeling the speed picking up quite a bit. A lot of the, and I'm telling you, this course is top notch. It's really well done. It feels just like a Air Force training event when I was going through the fighter pipeline. It's really good. Nick is giving me shit. Anyway, you know, besides Nick, everything is really great. Anyway, all right. Well, we're done for the day. How'd it go? How'd it go?
It was good.
Yeah? What was the best learning point? I think for me it was dodging the cones and eyes up, where they're pointing the cones, keeping eyes up. That was a really good exercise.
2 ups.
The braking and awareness of the first 5 and the last 5%, and then
Riding on the back.
Riding on the back with that crazy guy. He's so good, really fast. Anyway, that's all I got. Birdman out.